And happy Veterans Day. I would like to talk candidly today about marijuana legalization in the federal government and the states. Um, Obviously, people realize that marijuana has been legalized in Colorado, in Washington, and the possession of marijuana in Detroit and some of the outlying areas of Michigan. Now, here's the question I pose to the federal government. The federal government is taking it easy on Colorado as far as the medical marijuana is concerned, and they grow large amounts. But California, they've had an all-out war under dispensaries in California, and we call ourselves the United States. I did another video about this. And how can we consider ourselves to be unified if one law applies in one state and one law doesn't apply in another state? Okay, we have to come to a conclusion that there's some flaws in our government, because if we want to keep things in a proper perspective, we have to come to the conclusion that either we're going to fully legalize marijuana in a very productive and positive manner, or allow chaos to be there, and there's like what you call quasi laws, or whatever you want to call it, where the United States is divided, if you think about it, because in Pennsylvania and some of the other states, they really frown on marijuana, okay? And you have some of the southern states that kind of frown on it too. And the thing is, we can't have a United States with laws that are so out of balance. You know what I'm trying to say? And my view and opinion on this is marijuana should be legalized because a large majority of our population uses it. Obviously, there wouldn't be such a demand for it if there wasn't a large portion of our population that desired to use it. And what I think we gotta quit playing games and say, oh, 1 minute it's okay to have medical marijuana in one state, and the next minute go in and raid them and arrest people and put them in jail for something that the states allow them to do under their law. The federal government has to do things appropriately, not in such a way to damage the United States and its people. There's one guy in Montana, he got 80 years. The state approved him of growing medical marijuana. The state, the sheriff's department and the police department walked through his facility and found nothing wrong with what he's doing. They monitored what he's doing. And then all of a sudden the federal government comes in and busts this one individual man for growing medical marijuana. He was complying with the laws, and he has just been sentenced to 80 years. Now, to me, this is very undivided as far as the law is concerned in all the states. There's no unity. Now, the federal government, it's the central government. It governs the whole United States. Okay? And to say it's okay in one state and to say it's totally damned in another state is totally against the grain of what government is supposed to do. The government is supposed to stand for its people and do what is right and just, not do what it feels like it's doing once in a while to make a statement. We don't want a statement. We want things to be done black and white, detailed, so that people know the law, so they don't have to be blind to justice. Okay? They say justice is blind. It's time to take the blindfold off and see things as they are and make just judgments. Honestly, I'm a Christian, and I don't think God wants men to impose their will upon each other. And I think that if we are free, as they say we're free in the United States, that a plant shouldn't come in the way of doing what's right. There are a lot of other damaging things that need to be taken care of in the United States other than worrying about a simple plant and the use of marijuana, because it's been used for years. You can go back to the 1920s, I believe, when they had hash houses and all that stuff. It's been there forever, and they have not stopped it. So I think the federal government should take a different approach, a different look at this, and take it off of Schedule 1, because it has medical value, because we have 18 states where it's medically available. I hope somebody has some rational thinking out there and has a mind to understand what is right and what's wrong, I mean, I'm not talking on a moral sense. It's more of I'm talking about a sense of unity through the United States. Everybody looks at it from a religious point of view, and people look at it from a liberal point of view. Look at it from the point of view as a whole. What is proper for the people? Okay, I'm rambling on here, but that's what I wanted to get across. And today is Veterans Day, and thank you for all the soldiers that put their life on the line out there for me, my family, and all the families in the United States. Thank you. And I salute every one of you. But I don't want to see any of my friends or any soldiers go to war for a war that has no meaning or no value. That I find despicable. Our soldiers should go and fight a war that's appropriate, not a war to fund money to private organizations. Wrong. Okay, I'm gonna let it go there. Okay, happy Veterans Day.